Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gooner Gathering. This one's going to be an interesting one, as today I will be going through the Arsenal ladies news as we've just seen and heard over the last couple of days. So, what better way to get into it than to go straight in to it? So, we have over the past week had some fairly new news, starting with Giovanna, who had joined us from Barcelona in the summer, went out to be loaned to Everton. She played really well during that time. Although she was picking up injuries, she's now back with the club. And what a better way to introduce yourself than to score in one of your last games against Tottenham to introduce yourself properly to the club. She plays mainly. She has called herself a striker, but she also says that she likes to play out on the right hand side or on the wing. So that would be something that would be quite helpful for Arsenal. Obviously, with Beth Mead now not playing, there's a chance and opportunity on that right hand side, and we've seen a few people play in that position like Katie, Jordan, and obviously now with Jordan now leaving, that spot is free, and we're going to be looking to try and build upon that. That wasn't the only news that we got, though. Katrina Kuhl, the young Danish central midfielder, not a midfielder, not a striker as people originally thought. She is only 19, very young, very well liked across the Scandinavian scope. It's almost we are replacing her from Jordan Nobbs. She's a fantastic prospect, and it's going to be quite good now that we beefed up our midfield a little bit with that one as well. And she joined us, and then not least but not last, Victoria Pelova came to Arsenal after the summer transfer window. There was expectations that she was going to join. She had a really good Euro. She scored a couple of goals. I got very interested. Again, this was a question of where she was going to play, and she's going to be playing in that either that attacking midfielder role, or she can also play on the right hand side. She's not very effective on that left hand side as a winger, but she's going to be quite vital towards Arsenal in that case. But again, it's not just a direct replacement, it's helping players. She's only young as well, 23 years old. She did showcase herself a little bit against Ajax, but she didn't have a great time against the team. But she will be available to play in the Champions League for us this season as well. I'm looking forward to seeing her play against Chelsea this Sunday. And on top of that as well, there is some more news about this one on the right-hand side here, Manuela Bucci. There are rumours going around that she is wanted by Manchester United and other WSL clubs. The team are looking to actively look at trying to get her a transfer out of the club. There's only 6 months until the FIFA World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, and it's going to be a very, very interesting one because she is going to be in the squad, but it's going to be about game time, and she needs game time. She's not getting that at Arsenal, especially now that Katrina and Victoria Pelova are now here at the club. So it's going to be difficult for her. It means that she will be leaving, we expect, in January. Just a matter of who and where. And if I'm honest, I don't think it's going to be Manchester United. She's not going to get the game time. Manchester United as well have done their own business regarding Lucy Staniforth leaving. So it doesn't make sense for her to go to Manchester United. But just before that, we've just had some breaking news over the last couple of minutes. Former Arsenal player I might have to zoom in a little bit here for you all. Gilly Flaherty, member of the Champions League winning side. She's won many titles in her career, including the FA Cup 5 times, and as well as the WSL title itself. She's had spells with Liverpool, West Ham, Chelsea, but Arsenal was one of the starts of her career. So we wish her all the best over the next coming seasons, wherever she decides what she's going to do next. But that is all from me, and I will stop there. Can I stop sharing? There we go. I can stop sharing. There we go. So that is all from me on the news front. I will just quickly go over the Arsenal news at the moment with the upcoming game against Chelsea at the Emirates. There is a few issues that we do have at the moment regarding safety, regarding fans. Therell be news over the next couple of days to make sure that people can keep safe. At the moment, it's just about colour awareness, making sure that you're not going at the same time. So what you might be expected around in that area is to maybe just hold off going towards King's Cross, maybe head out a little bit or anywhere else within London in that North London area. Just make sure that you are being safe, make sure that there's not a lot of traffic. There is some awareness that there is always going to be some sort of rivalry with the North London derby going on, and we don't want any instances. We've got to make sure that we're all aware of that. On the team news, everyone should be fit for this one, apart from Viv and Beth. As things stand, it will be a case of who's going to start. It's too much to predict, but I would imagine that the back four would, and this girl behind me, Manu Zinsberger, will be in goal. With, you would imagine it would be and Steph Catley on the left, both Rafaela and Leah Williamson leading the team out, and then you'd have Laura as the right back, and then the midfield is very open. We know that both Leah Volti and Kim Little will be playing. Will it be time that we see Pelova starts in the attacking midfield area, or will we see maybe someone like Katie come in playing on that right wing instead, and maybe want to see Lena Hurtig? But what was for definite is we'll have that. And up front we'll have both. On the left wing, it will be Caitlin Ford and then Stina up front. So then it's just who's going to be on that right wing and who's going to be in the attacking midfield. There's plenty of options. As I mentioned earlier, there's not a lot of attention or appearances that Mana's making. So that's going to be the difficult one for Jonas to call. But Chelsea have been playing with a back three. It's usually a 3-5-3 or 3-4-3 formation, or 3-5-2. It's going to be a difficult game. There's going to be a lot of attention on this one, with it being whoever wins that game will go top of the league. And on top of that, it's at the Emirates. Arsenal's games in the WSL, the only game that we have lost is against Manchester United, and that was a 3-2 loss last time out. But Jonas feels the feels the stadium is now almost their home, and we are getting slowly closer and closer to calling it home as we go along. Don't forget as well, we'll have the Champions League home leg. Whoever we've got, that draw comes up in February. That will be the home leg, and that will be more chances for people to come to the Emirates for the first time after this amazing season carries on. And that's all from me today. Thank you for joining, and hope to see you next time. Yeah, always remember that. Don't forget to follow, comment, consider us on Twitter as well. There's the Gooner Gathering Twitter page at Gooner Gathering, Bertie himself, Posh Bertie, at Gooner Lee Meads as well. And thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much, and goodbye.